Desert Deb. So what's the final word, Desert Deb? Are you considering your decisions here? I mean, what's the update? Might as well tell us all. Camp Beatles, how you doing? It's been a while, Camp Beatles. Welcome back to the live stream, everyone. Look at all this mail. Crazy? We'll be opening that up today. I think that's a mixture of fan provided as well as Larry requested from Desert Deb to build her van. But yeah. Oh, we can discuss privately. Al Bundy, how you doing? Welcome to live chat. Stream. Chat, stream. Guys just have a weird thing about saying stream on TV, on live events, I think. TV, YouTube, you name it. How's everyone doing? I'm doing pretty good. My hair's doing pretty bad. I look hideous. Don't look at me. Domino's just rolled up. That will not be for Larry. What am I doing? Oh, I was going to go and check out my channel real quick because I have a little live stream going. Yeah, my live stream. Watching. 8 people here. Hello. Victor, how you doing?
Yeah, sweet. We're here at the music shop. We've got our 383 over here. We tried.
There we go. Skip that. Pop open the chat. Oops. Getting kind of set up here. We're going to do a mail opening here. I got quite a bit of mail. Another day of physical therapy. Al, okay. You wore your Joshua Tree shirt. Yeah, there you go, Al. That's the way to go about it. I have not eaten. I have just arrived here at Pahrump. Decided to log in and open some mail that I got here. Maybe you guys would like to participate. First off, this feels empty, but I'm sure it's not. Let's open this sucker. I was just messing with one of these because it just broke. I just broke one. Literally, this one just broke today. So yeah, thank you. I think this is from Zeb. Yes, from Zeb. Thank you, Zeb. Yeah, I love having extra one of these on hand. They're great. Great to have on hand. because they often go out when you least expect it. So I always carry spares with me on that. That's very awesome to see what this is here. Another one from Zeb. Thank you very much, Zeb. This is... turn this around. This is an HDMI video capture card. So basically this plugs into my USB port on my laptop. And then I can plug in, say, my Sony action camera and do a live feed with my Sony action camera, not just my cell phone right now. I've been wanting one of these for a while. So yeah, kudos. I can use OSB with this. It's badass. This is right up my alley, man, I'm telling you. Put this slip out here. Okay. Fulfillment center. Imagine that. Oh, these are parts for my car, my X5. These are the axle nuts for the, well, for the axles, for front. You see these? Those I ordered. Thanks to all the viewers, I was able to do that. So, yeah. Again, Amazon fulfillment. Thank you very much. Just don't like that TV monitor back there. Oh. These I've requested. These are the USB, 12-volt USB charging ports for Deb's van. There's 3 of these. Yeah, total of 3 sets. Or, no, totally a set of... What am I trying to say? There's 3 of these. I hope there are. Here's 1, 2, 3. And this is 2 gauge, 10-piece 2 gauge with shrink tubing. These are battery studs for the end of the cables. Need these. Exciting. Okay, so what is this? This is heavy. Fulfillment center from Amazon Prime. I don't belong to Prime, so I know this is not from me. for ring terminals with shrink wrap. Yeehaw. And last but not least, there's one last one here. What could this be? Hello, everyone. It's almost like Christmas. Hey, Brian, I'm doing good. How you doing? A new windscreen for my microphone. I desperately need one. Mine, as you probably know, is what is this come out? Oh. Mine's been a little close to the fire too many times, and it's no longer fluffy. Seriously, my cable just broke today. Gibby, yes, I've been doing well. Doing very well. This is a little larger than I was anticipating. I'm gonna unplug for a second. Hold on. I mean, it kind of works, kind of doesn't. There we go. It is back. It served me very well, but to give you a close-up of what's going on here, and this thing's just been singed. I mean, it's toast. It is a road, though.
Okay, no, yeah, usually it's one of them, they just put out.
It's just been too close to the fire doing slow-mo. Not that you need a mic for doing slow-mo, it just, I didn't take it off. But this will do just as good, if not better. A cat hairball. A dead cat hairball. How's everyone doing tonight? How exciting, all this stuff. Zeb, thank you again. And for the, you hate your job. Why do you hate your job? I'm really excited about this stuff. Hey, CHELLE's here. CHELLE's going to be building a van as well, right? CHELLE? I'm just joking, everyone. We're not talking about building a van.
Travis would be in 8 days, huh?
It's all made up.
In 8 days, yeah.
Got a bunch of trash here. Deposit right over there. 1 second.
Well, you've been vaccinated?
can't wait to start using this. I think I could use this with my night vision camera as well. But this is key to getting video into the laptop for live broadcasting. OBS. There's a little, and then I just plug my HDMI into there, which my Sony has. And I believe the night vision does as well. So I'll be testing on this soon. So kick-ass. This is so kick-ass. I'm very excited about that. I'm excited about this microphone cover as well. I've been meaning to try the longer one, and that's what this is. It will slow the air down a little bit more. But because it's longer, it does get into the shot a little bit more. So, Richard. Richard, how you doing? You enjoyed the video? Kind of slapped that last one together. Sorry, guys, but that kind of gives you an update of where we are at with the van. The end of the video, the van inside is a little bit more developed. It's even more so now. I'll be doing another video with a smaller update of where we're at with the van. We're getting ready to work on the interior parts, and the first thing we have to do is install the ceiling. We'll be documenting that. There's a ceiling we purchased that's going in. Some more insulations going in on the ceiling as well. What else? I believe we're going to be working on the floor, the inside of the van, as well as the garage area. It's all going well. It's a talent, I guess. You kind of have to weigh out how much solar power you have versus what you're consuming and how fast it takes to charge that. More solar panels, the faster you charge, of course, the more power you have. But yeah, that works in tandem, Richard. Richard, it goes in tandem with the battery-to-battery charger as well. So at night you can actually charge as well, the solar batteries. Richard, you can have too much power, yes. Depends on how your setup is created. Mine is pretty much at its maximum right now for the power on the roof. So it's really using the MPPT charge controller to its maximum. About 30 amps of charging power at peak charging point of the day. I don't know, 1, 2 o'clock, something like that. So they have with this MPPT charge controller, I'm actually over the limit for maximum power. I think the maximum power limit is 520 volts. Excuse me, 520 watts. And I'm at 540 watts total. Now, that's maximum. And my solar panels will never get to that maximum. We live too far north for that to ever really ever happen. But yeah, it's kind of custom made to kind of fit. But Richard, you can have too much solar power if you don't have the right charge controller, and that gets into a whole different conversation. But yeah, you kind of have to think about the whole thing completed at first before you start these things and build them to suit or build them to grow into the future. I maximize the amount of solar panels we can put on the top of that van to charge the size batteries we have in a reasonable amount of time. I think 3 or 4 hours is the amount of time we need to charge those batteries if you're using them, if you're taxing them more than 50%. So yeah, you need about 4 hours to charge that. Finding No Cows here. Hey, how you doing?
governors, everybody.
I think we're Gibby. I think we're in the process of making it RV worthy or compliant. You have to have an air conditioner. You have to have a bathroom. You have to have a shower, a permanent cooktop, like a built-in. Yeah, certain things. There's like 5 things you need, and I think she's working towards that.
Supposedly all this crap that said the governor had a party.
Yeah, that's the Dixie Fire, right? Finding NorCal.
But he said he wasn't. The governor. He's in a wheelchair. That's the problems that are occurring.
Zeb. Big thumbs up to Zeb, guys. Zeb's the man. Zeb rocks. We love the Zeb. Aren't these awesome? These are quick charging or fast charging USB outlets. So I just wire this up to the fuse box and mount these to a wall. Oh, I see. This is just a cover.
I mean, I've not seen anybody sick, coughing.
Okay, so these just get machine screwed right into the surface. This is like a beauty cover that covers the ugliness. That's how they do that. It's not nice and clean.
She works in the hospital. I go, so you have a lot of COVID patients? She goes, not one.
Oh, I just hope this thing doesn't light up. That's one thing I hate about these chargers. If they light up, ugh, no bueno. Very cool. Do these close though?
When they start going door to door, these people that vote Democratic are going to find out the hard way, and everybody else is going to have to suffer.
Yeah, I guess that kind of fits. It's not easy to put these back on, but maybe that just will take some time. Getting used to that. 3 of these, 2 in the back and 1 in kind of like the middle area behind like the back of the van and where the driver sits, right in the middle there. Midpoint of the van, this is where that's going to go. Total of 3. I don't know. There's some USB lights I want to put up. Do they make USB lights that you can put on a dimmer? That'd be kind of cool if you can dim the lights versus just having them on or off. I don't know. You guys know this? I don't know. Haven't really researched it, but I think you can. You can buy, I think, dimmer switches for use with LED lights. I think. I don't know. Shakecasters, how you doing?
They're refusing access to all the kids to schools unless they are vaccinated.
Yep.
But in California, out of 100% of all this so-called Delta shit,
Oh man. Very cool. Do need to buy wiring to run this over to the panel, but this wiring is totally cheap. You can probably get 50 feet of this stuff for like $3 or $4. Anyway, I need to order some of that. I forgot all about wiring this stuff up. Napa can give you that. So 3 of those. These are 2 gauge. So I have to run 2 gauge wire from the car battery, which is underneath the driver's seat, all the way back to the passenger side rear, which means I have to go up and over. It's a long ways. So I have to use 2 gauge wire. It's more like cable to run all the way to the back, so I don't have that much voltage drop. Anyway. Dealing with gadgets. The X5 is doing fine. I have to repair the X5. The axle broke, so I have to repair the axle. It's just a matter of popping one out and throwing one back in. It's probably a half-hour job. I'm telling everyone it's probably going to take longer to get the front wheel off. Anyway, all good stuff. All good stuff here. Is there anything in here? No. I did get from Zeb a HDMI card. This is so that I can put, here, reach in this room. This is so that I can put my Sony action camera to use. I could actually use this to do live streaming with my Sony action camera, and I think also my night vision camera. So more to come with this. This is a huge leap in technology for the channel here. Yeah, it's not catastrophic. Nothing's catastrophic. Even if the engine lets go, it's still not catastrophic. You just buy another engine, throw it in there. Different ways of doing things these days, but yeah. I love the X5. I don't think I'll ever get rid of that car. Why would I? It's paid off. I paid $500 for it, and it's cheap to insure, and parts are fairly cheap. Hey, I love it. Yeah. Hands, big claps for Zeb. If you're watching, Zeb, thank you. So I believe the axle is going to be here tomorrow. I've got some fuses on the way, and those will be in tomorrow as well, I believe. I thought I was going to have fuses here, but I think they came in after I went to the mail house today, so I don't know. I got a notification that they came in. Yeah, I'm totally soaked. That was cool. I do have work to get done on the wiring inside the van. I'm still trying to figure out how to get 2-gauge wire from the battery in the front all the way to the back in a shortest amount of distance, and going up and over the arch or the van is not what I want to do. There is an opening in the back of the van where the doors close underneath. There's this like little metal floor that kind of stops before the doors get to it, and there's an area right there that I can access to run some cabling through, but man, it's yikes. And yeah, I got some more things to do in the wiring department, and once that's done, it should be buttoned up by end of day tomorrow. And I believe Saturday I'm doing the axle. Saturday morning I'm getting the axle done pretty quick, and then back to the van. Yeah, some things are happening pretty quickly with the van. I'm pretty happy with it. So yeah. Yes. I totally need that for OBS. I totally need that. Multiple camera angles during a live stream. Phew. Yes, yes, please. I can even get people to join in remotely on a live stream. Get AJ on, for instance, remotely. Axle nuts. No axle yet. I got 2 axle nuts, and I only got sent 1 axle. What can you do? It's good to have an extra, I guess. That's it for the mail opening. Updates. Well, the update was supposed to be something I was going to talk about that I guess I'm supposed to talk privately about, but I don't know. I don't think it's a big deal. Sounds like Desert Deb might be reconsidering. We don't know. Updates to follow, I think. Yeah, I agree, Richard, with Shakecasters. Nothing catastrophic yet. I'm gonna steal some more coffee while they're still on the left. This tight.
Ron got a hold of it. So he can do the dishes. So it's a 15-minute drive to his house. 50-minute drive, 50. So do you guys have time to rip it down there? Because I have a feeling if we could get down there tomorrow, that he would work on it probably Saturday, be done probably right Monday, right? Okay. Yep, that's okay, that's fine, that's all right.
Crazy.
All right. I will, I'll talk to him tomorrow and see if that's good enough, if we can still get it done by, that we need to pick it up Tuesday night, Tuesday night at the latest, right? And see if he can still get it done, right? And then, and if he says, no, I don't think I'll be able to do it by then I'll just say, okay, well, hey, next time he has a big break, maybe we can hook up and get a look at it then, we'll just send it up there. It's all right, that's why I called, and I didn't just set it up, I knew.
Car's doing okay. Got to replace the front axle, driver's side.
He's going out with Jake, right, doing his thing. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's all right.
That's the
So
same son you
I will
see.
talk with him tomorrow
Indeedy.
and see if Saturday is good enough, and if he says, yeah, as long as it's Saturday morning, like before 11, is that okay? Do you think you guys can,
How's Tim O doing? Car's doing fine. I have to get it repaired still. Parts not in.
Okay,
Should
so-
be in tomorrow.
So morning is better.
I'm kind of tentatively scheduled to work on it Saturday morning. If the part's here Friday sometime, tomorrow sometime.
Yep, okay. Yeah, so what? I will,
Should be,
I will
Victor.
talk to him
Should be here
tomorrow,
tomorrow.
set the time.
It's scheduled to
And
be
if
here.
it doesn't work with him, then I'll just
That
say,
could
"Well, at least
that could
to
change.
Wait until the kid brings it home on one of the
I remember
nights.
waiting 3 days, total of 3 days for the engine for the X5
Like I
to show
said,
up.
If he's gonna say he's gonna not have it be, and know that I trust this dude doing his work, and he's good, right, he's thorough.
Gibby, no, it was not. I was, we had a torrential downfall a few days ago, about a week and a half ago. And it washed out a lot of the dirt roads to a lot of big boulders and large rocks. And I went through a rough patch, and that's what broke it. No, I wasn't barnstorming or driving reckless. It was seriously 5 miles an hour. It wasn't going very fast. But that's what broke it. And it's partly because I broke the CV boot, pierced it when I was installing the engine a couple years ago. And when you do that, there's no repairing that. You just, it's the time bomb has started once you do that. Once all the oil's gone or the grease is gone, it's on its way out. So yeah, that's what happened.
Your dog is so bad.
The Pongo? What's the Pongo? Oh. Pongo's the
Yeah.
animal friend. We'll have to get actually to work on the. Oh man. Larry falls down, getting out of his chair. I got a charge.
My day was hot. Well, and today I was outside. I was in the car, I was in show it, so I went to Dante's Beach. I got some pictures of showing.
Yeah, I don't have any.
Which is kind of a cool thing.
I got 600. Oops. I've got, check this out. I got like 600 amps in Debbie's van, right? Or 600 amp hour capacity in those batteries. Can't touch any of it without having some kind of USB connector. Like these things.
All right, well, I'll talk to Ron.
All this
tomorrow.
power, I have no way of accessing. You even turn on the smallest of lights. It's ridiculous.
I have his address and I can text it to you. So, I was gonna say, if it's Saturday, I don't think we have to worry about it with work hours, but, I'll find out what he can do, okay? All right. Love you, sweetie, have a good night. Okay, bye.
It's cracked me up. You're having all these side conversations. But yeah, I have to charge this guy up. Once that's charged up a little bit, I can use some lights tonight. But I have to reroute some wires or actually install the wiring for the battery charger. So that's happening. That'll be fun. No. I didn't get any of the bolts to mount any of this stuff. Thought I was supposed to get that. I'm not seeing that stuff here. I wonder where that went. How long does it last? Well, the 600 amp hour batteries that I have in there, to give you an example, like to charge a laptop and normal use of laptop and camera equipment, to recharge that stuff a day, and the use of air conditioning on like eco mode, that should last me 3-4 days if I were using it. Gibby, the amp pulling on the ACs, I don't know, it's about 18, 15, something like that, amps when it's on eco. I mean, it can pull a lot more than that, but on eco mode, when it's coasting, it doesn't pull half as much as you'd think. That's the cool part. So if you can really insulate the van well, using these air conditioners in a well insulated, smaller environment, it should do really well. Okay, so if you take the cost, Gary, if you take the cost of the van out and you just look at the components we put into the van, minus the AC. The AC is kind of an exception. It's really expensive. The AC alone is $3,500 with shipping, something like that. It's an astronomical amount of money. That's about as much money as we spend on everything in the solar setup outside the battery. So maybe let's see. No, that includes the batteries. So that would be about $3,500–4,000 with batteries, no AC. So you add your car onto that, and that's your total cost of your build. So something like what I just put together, $3,500 to $4,000 ish, and depending on how long these cables need to be, whether you're 24 volt or 12 volt or 48 volt, who knows? It would change. You can do it for less than 60. I don't know. I've been in some RVs that make me feel claustrophobic. I'm pretty simple, so I don't need a lot of stuff around me. That's just solar and AC. No build out. No, it shouldn't be too much though. It's just wood and hardware. Shouldn't be that bad. Blood, sweat, and tears. That's expensive. But it's coming out super nice. Again, I'll be doing an update video on the work I'm doing this weekend, actually. More of the interior, starting to build out the interior floors and stuff like that. Yeah, Richard, it does seem very cavernous. I am sleeping in it, and it is nice. I don't have a larger sleeping area. It's just when you wake up, you have this larger thing you can stand up in. It's just so weird. But I'm definitely getting addicted to van life. I can see why people like to do this. Yeah, Gibby, I'm sparing no expense on the quality cabling I'm using. I really wish the air conditioner had better quality cables on it, but I figured they know what they're doing, and but for me, I would open that up and I would replace it with 100% copper wire. I hope she keeps the van as well. Every van out there is unique, and unless you buy like a Winnebago kind of thing, but they're all unique, and I'm kind of growing attached to this one. It's really nice. I hope she keeps it. I think it'd be worth a lot more money finished than where it is now. And this one's built, I think, better. Wait till you guys see what I'm doing with the sleeping situation. It's going to be interesting. The garage is basically I guess the whole area which you sleep on top of. So yeah, it's going to be cool. I'm crossing my fingers on a couple of things, but yeah.
Oh, right now? Oh, they're gonna go get her there? They were talking pizza when I was out there. I'll try and change. That's okay, I would probably.
It better. I'm putting a lot of money into it. I'm putting a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this thing. Just,
I had so many.
I'm donating all this to make sure that this thing's done right.
Normally, Taco 24/7.
Yeah, Gibby, I'm not going over the top with 12 volt accessory wiring. I'm just make sure all the battery connections and to the bus bars and then to the outlets are correct. Yeah, I'm not running 100% copper through those.
I know I started like, I'm going to this email from my son, Justin, that he said some people, some people.
Yeah, I can't get this wrong. You're absolutely right, Richard. Do it right or don't do it at all. One of those things. Yes, Desert Deb, keep the van, keep the van. The van is badass already. People already like it, and it already has like a character to it. It's badass. So 6 USB outlets. Do you guys know? You guys email me some lighting, dimming LED lights. Need to figure out a way to solve that for the van. Yeah, there's all kinds of things I want to do to the ceiling of the van. But first off, we've got to get it installed. So I'm waiting on these bolts. Where are these stinking bolts at? Once those arrive, we'll be ready to go. Disco ball.
So you doing it while I'm driving, or is it just like,
This is just like,
okay, that's all. Alright, so go EC. Let's just say start, let's go.
Hey Gibby, if you're trying to pass links, you can't do it through the chat. You have to email or private message people.
Another one like something can be clutch, can be something like that. Okay, so,
Oh, that'd be great, Gibby.
so you're running at 850.
Awesome, awesome.
So you need to know when the bus.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun building this, Richard. There's so much space to do things. It's actually a cinch for me to do things. I'm used to having absolutely no room to do anything. So having a big, huge, cavernous van to run wires through is actually kind of nice. And it seems like they really thought these things out, and they have access points everywhere for the van. So it's kind of nice.
What is it saying right now? It's like down here, it's the AC off, right? Request off, request on. So there's another one that would be like,
Everyone's in good spirits today. That's good.
right, like it knows that it's pending.
Yeah, thumbs up if you don't mind.
It's off,
They do help.
it's on, it's pending, it's off, right?
CHELLE's next. She wants to build her van as well.
Open up.
I'm serious, CHE. If you decide to build one, you let me know. I'd be happy to help out. I love doing this. So and this one's coming to a a close. So I need another one to go. I think somebody want me to help out with an install with a solar setup into a cabin. So I might be doing that next, which would be great. 12-volt system going into a cabin, very much like what Desert Deb has, but for a cabin in Arizona of all places. So it's even better. Mount Charleston, question mark. Hello. My new business. That'd be cool to have a business like that. Just go around helping people set up solar setups. And I don't make any money on parts at all. It's just all labor.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's.
Gary, no problem. Happy to help. Thank you, Gib. Oh. Gibby's sending other people emails. I'm getting jealous. Desert Deb's getting all the emails. So I'm missing these little Allen head bolts that need to go into the walls. Man, it's not one thing, it's another with this stuff. I'm just gonna have to wait. I really wanted to get these walls put up because they're got half these walls off the wall and their insulation's put up. I can't put the walls back up until I get these bolts. Man, I can't use duct tape because then the duct tape leaves the residue behind, and Desert Deb wants clean walls. Missed you guys. How you guys been?
Oh, yeah, I'm not from Maine.
Desert Deb is special. Indeedy. Hey AJ, how you doing? Everyone say hello to AJ.
You don't mind me.
We have to collaborate soon, AJ. Keep saying that.
It's an hour's wise. We're long idle. I don't think
909 Adventures is here.
step in and then maybe tip out and then just see what the course runs like. Right. And then
The whole crew's here. It's awesome. It's good to have you all here. It's a nice warm house again. I don't like making how-to videos.
Alex said that new
It took a lot of work for me to make the video I just put
This
out,
is the one that he sent me a while back. You remember how many tabs
you know, for the van. So my apologies if you guys didn't like it too much, but it was the best I could do. Show you guys what I've been up to behind the scenes kind of thing. Less technical work now, a little bit more just building stuff, and that should be a little more entertaining for you guys as things go along. But it's gonna be really simple build out. Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
with the Alexa changing that motor. You can have a whole world that you're just thinking on the motor.
It's beautiful outside. The smoke down here is terrible though. It's coming. Tourist video's coming. They'll be here soon.
Why does it get so bad?
Tortoise rolled into my camp. Thought I'd take some video of it. It's kind of neat. It's kind of boring, but you know, it's a tortoise. What do you expect? I do have to release it though. Well, thanks to Zeb for the HDMI video card. Connector, USB. For the windsock, thank you very much. Appreciate that. And the mic cord. Yeah. Those things break left and right. I guess it was okay. I mean, I'm not trying to train you guys on how to do this stuff on your own, but you know, it's kind of showing you what I've done. There's a lot more details to this stuff, but like how I decided where to cut the hole in the top of the car. It took some thinking, but just find the center on the inside, drill a hole in the center, right through the template. You're ready to go. Easy peasy. Dimmable 12-volt puck lights with remote control. Oh my goodness. That sounds like it's right up my alley. It's been smoky for the past, I don't know, week. Ugh. A Dixie fire up in California is really choking us out down here. Makes for beautiful sunsets though. And speaking of sunsets, I have to... Man, I wish I could tap into this. Maybe I can. I could just hook this... You know what I'll do? Yeah, these have soldered ends. What I'll do is I'll just rig one of these up to the board. That should work, and then just plug lights into that. Easy peasy. Just 12 volts. Won't do any damage at all. You hate smoke? Shame on you, Shakecasters.
Hey, James.
Smell good.
Yeah. Are you going pizza or are you going taco truck? Okay.
Oh man, really?
Pizza if it's possible.
Gary Bowers here. Gary, how you doing?
Okay.
Had a mail opening. Got a couple things from Zeb. Got a couple things I placed on order. Got some parts for the car. Got some axle nuts for axles I don't have yet. But those are coming in, and
I'll text you back.
got some work ahead of me next couple days.
All right, man.
Build out in the van's continuing. We're going to get to a stopping point at some point, or we continue on. I don't know. It sounds like Deb might be wanting to keep the van. I think.
That was probably what
I
I
don't
was
know.
gonna do.
If you wanna do tacos, we probably need to get over there within the
Yeah,
next 5
they
to 10
close,
minutes.
they close at 20 minutes.
We don't wanna have the stuff he scrapes off the bottom of the thing that doesn't do it, right?
Yeah, you can't mess with them all. I got the camera right up close to it to the point where it was hissing at me. So yeah.
I'll go with Alyssa and tacos and I'm good with that. Yeah. Or we could, I mean, yeah, I'll ask, maybe we'll walk over to this place when we.
What's AJ been up to? Are you just soaking up the sun down there in Arizona? I think you're in Arizona, right? Down south?
Right. So, yeah, so Alyssa and I'll do her, whatever she wants to do, and then we'll catch up later.
All right. Dale, you walk back out there?
Yeah.
Will you
Oh,
talk
you're
to
painting the
Eminence?
kitchen. That's right. You said that earlier.
Thanks.
Yep.
So just so you know, I just hope you have copies. I got certain copies, 'cause, like, they're gonna ask that. That's gonna be the next question. What are we gonna do about it? So pizza, pizza.
What's this?
That's what he was. So, and then, like James knows, like, I'm like.
It'd be cool if I could find dimmable lights that you can change the color on. Oh, there's Gibby's email. Okay. Oh, you can change this. Those are dimmable puck lights. 3 watts. Very low. Very, very cool. It'd be cool to have the interior lights go completely red. You know, instead of white or yellow lights, but change them to red. But not have to change the bulbs out, but just change the color that they are. You guys even know that's possible? Colors. They have them. Trip. They got all kinds of stuff on. I gotta research this more. This is badass. It'd be nice to have red lights on the inside of the van. So if you're like having a star watching party, you can just turn on the red lights inside the van and not have to blind everyone around the van. You know what I mean?
17? Yeah.
I'm gonna make that happen somehow. Oh, infrared lights? That's a good idea. I have a night vision camera. Just put them on top of the van and turn them on. No one will know I have them on. Thanks, Tim. I'm trying to do the right thing with her build.
I'm trying to find out which.
She complains a lot about, you know, the stuff I'm buying, but I think in the end she'll understand it was all for the right reasons. It's easy to overspend, but I'm trying really hard not to spend any more money. So, I mean, the budget's the budget. We ran out of the things. We ran out of the budget for the things I was building. So, the next thing is to build out, and that's a whole nother budget, I'm sure. But it shouldn't be anywhere close to what we just spent. Night vision goggles. Well, I have a night vision camera, and yeah, I can certainly hook it up to my my phone so that I could monitor through that, and I can use VR with that as well. So I can actually use them as night goggles.
Look at all this.
I'm serious. The Note 8 does that.
Then you can tell me what all this.
Turn the night vision camera into night vision goggles. wouldn't say it's cheap. It's not. We didn't buy top line stuff, but we bought smart. I think
Okay, so then there's the command function.
we bought smart. I think the solar panels are paired up with the 600 amp hour batteries pretty well. How fast I can charge those. It's awesome. Everything just worked out well. Thank goodness for lithium batteries because you can charge the crap out of those quickly.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, the fun part's just starting Desert Deb, the interior build out, and it starts with the bed. The whole garage gets built out and the bed itself. So it should take one weekend. This coming weekend it should be up and running.
Which one are you looking at? Hot water or? Bad water.
Yeah, I wish I could have this, Gibby. Shoot, this is a nice. She's really
We're going,
spent well, if you ask me.
so James just called me. Yeah, yeah. Because when I came in.
Okay, I'm gonna have one more. One more.
I was all in for pizza when I was over there.
I know, it's a very tough choice.
Yeah. What time did you say? Yeah, you really don't have a big pad you're looking for. So what that means is we've always said to them, okay, so we said, hey, we need this, so basically they send us this, if you look at the very top, right? They send us this EV top load, or this percent normalized load, and then we make it into this EVAC load, right? And that means that we request a certain amount of torque. So what that means is we have requested change. And basically, they're like, it's giving us 100%. All right, it's all torque we have there. Then the compressor takes a while to build up. Here it needs that torque, right? It's in this other clip. Now, the funny thing I have about this is that we felt a flare that's that. Because most people, like I always say, like,
I'm trying to give you the most bang for your buck. You're absolutely right, Richard. Richard.
it revs up a little bit very good.
I could have certainly have gone everything Victron, right, and triple the price of the build, the components of the build. But I didn't do that. Yeah, my system's pretty robust. The only weak point in the whole system is the line going from the bus bar to the 12 volt. What do you call it? Fuse box that I put in. There's no fuse between the bus bar and that fuse box, but I'm just using the fuses themselves as what will break, because if that $25 fuse box burns up, then it burns up, you know. Replace it. Yeah, I would guess that it would cost Gibby. It would cost between three to four, maybe $5,000, depending on how complex it gets. Yeah. Yeah, that link. That's the only weak link I have, and I'm thinking about putting in a resettable fuse, like a bus fuse of some sort. Yeah. Well, it's really nice when you're out in the middle of nowhere and you open up the doors or you turn on the lights and they're not white, because it'll bleach your eyes basically, and it'll take a little while for you to adjust. But if you have red lights, it'd be kind of neat. Just to use, red lights in the middle of a desert, it'd be kind of nice. Camper rooftop AC units. I'm almost an expert at that stuff now. I just installed one. Easy to install. You're absolutely right, Richard. Her electrical system is very isolated. It's very standalone. Yeah, no, that's what I would guess labor would cost for something I'm doing, 3 to 5 grand, depending on how involved it gets. So I'm still doing a great job. It's not done yet, but we're getting there. I think the hard part's over. The install of the electrical was the hardest part for me. The rest is pretty simple, putting wood together. I'm not saying putting wood together is simple, but I have more confidence in doing that than the electrical part. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. The ceiling is next. The ceiling is here. Got some prep work to do before that goes up, but it's ready to go in. Thank you, Richard. Ceiling. I love doing this. If people want me to do this for them, if you guys have a vehicle you want to put something into or a cabin, 12 volt or 24 volt system, let me know. I'd be happy to try and help, you know. I'm not really making money off any of these components. I send everything to Desert Deb. She buys on her dime, and I just install it all. So tongue groove ceiling. No. We're keeping the ceiling really, really lightweight right now. Everything's super lightweight. So the ceiling is this plastic corrugate stuff, the same stuff that's on the sidewalls right now. Lightweight plasticky stuff. That's going to be on the ceiling, and that's going to insulate the top as well.
You know, this filtered torque load, and then AC total torque, right?
Thanks, Gibby. I have all the wires flowing like you would do with like hydraulic lines. No hard kinks. Everything just kind of flows and lays correctly. Matter of fact, I just had that whole wall off, and I was putting insulation behind it, which I should have done before I did the wiring, but I had the whole wall off, and it all comes off with just disconnecting the positive, negative. And you can pull that wall off, and with just a couple of wires that you disconnect, the whole wall can be removed from the vehicle. So all the components in it as well. So it's made very safely.
Clutch state. So the clutch state goes to pending, yeah.
I don't think there's a drainage.
So that's.
What is Desert Deb talking about drainage? The van naturally has drainage in it, and none of those are blocked off. So I don't think there's a drainage. What?
That's the thing is AC.
That's a random thing.
But I don't have it.
Oh no, there's no drainage inside the vehicle at all.
This new ECC software I started.
How they do that is beyond me, but
It's kind of different the way that it loads, right? So,
no hospital in Pahrump. There's a hospital here. Desert View Hospital or something like that. They can't call it Death Valley Hospital because that's a little, weird. Drainage for the AC. There is no drainage. I don't see any condensation coming out for that thing, so I'm not sure how it's getting it done. I think it might be just draining onto the top of the car. Don't know.
yeah, it'll say something.
They have a hospital here.
All yours.
I understand, Tim, but I don't know where it's going because it's not going inside the van. I haven't run it long enough and been on top of the van to actually notice where it's coming out at, but it's not in the van. It's a good question. Where's that shit going? Because it has been humid, so. It's just basically drying out the air inside the
Maybe another
vehicle.
thing
So
that we could do, like if we have another, handoff, say, hey, let's, you mind if we look at this over here?
to the VA hospital, right?
Probably, right?
It's not your conventional air conditioner in that sense. It wouldn't have condensation coming out of it like you would a normal compressor air conditioner. I think it's just set up differently because you're not taking fresh air from outside. It's actually recycling the air inside of it,
All we
inside the cabin.
is we're in the middle. ECC says, here's my load, and we say.
It probably just evaporates. Probably, I don't know. We'll have to find out.
It's the only signal we have. So, right, so like, if you went back to the specification that's Jeremy, right?
Yeah.
We could go over that and see if we can get a variable there to show us the control we have. But I don't think there's any, I think that's just, what it is.
I got 3%. So 3% on this this battery bank that I'm charging right here will get me the, I don't know, half an hour to 45 minutes of LED lights that I have in there. I think that's just enough time for me to get one of these guys wired up, these USB chargers, so that I can have lights permanently inside the van. Because right now I'm rushing time just to have lights. It's dark out already, so. For pizza roundup? Okay, Camp Beatles. I'm trying to get this van ready so it's nice and cozy for quartzsite. There he is, stalkers. I think I do. They're good stalkers. If there's such thing. I don't know. If you're a stalker and you're watching me and how I live, you'd be very a bored stalker, I think. But it is 8 o'clock and it's been an hour and 13 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here. I have to go and wire up some more stuff in the van. It's the long haul cable I've been waiting for. That's ready to wire up, and hopefully tomorrow those bolts show up and I can button up all the walls and some parts come in for the X5. So Saturday I'll be able to work on that. If not, then things get kicked back another couple days. But
Well, I guess we could minimize, I mean, we could work on this, like, this AC torque rating. So that's the,
I got a lot of stuff to hold to the van.
that would work, I think that's.
More than my normal. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Eminence from X5 and Larry Word signing off. Next couple days, I'll be back on, I'm sure. But I've got a couple things I have to get done. So maybe Sunday, Monday I'll be on ish. Definitely. And more Explore videos next week. And that's about it. Eminence from X5 and Larry Word out. Streaming. Stop. To want you. Sure you are. Okay.